It's only bloomin' Friday. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Dunston Hall Garden Centre and Bistro and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
And it's a snowy Friday.
It's a very snowy Friday. We've both got our beanie hats on.
Yeah, it's cold outside. It's warm in here, though. I think we've both got quite rosy cheeks.
Yeah, it's baking.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming back. If you're new, then welcome.
I want to talk about the snow, actually, because it made me have a bit of a meltdown on the school run this morning. Meltdown. Made a little joke there, guys.
Can I just say something about you and snow and ice?
Yeah.
I don't think you get on well.
No.
Yeah, it's
not for me.
I can tell you're a bit like...
Makes me nervy as hell.
Yeah, it's not nice driving when it's like skiddy.
And I had a near-death experience yesterday.
Oh,
it's lucky I'm here. Again,
thank the Lord.
It was after the school run yesterday and I was pootling down a little country lane and it was a bit icy, not as icy as it is today. And there was some black ice. My car started skidding all over the place. Brakes wouldn't work. I was panicking.
Do you remember when you were little and like black ice, ooh. What is it?
I'm still the same about black ice now. If someone says black ice, I'm like, stay indoors.
So is it ice that's frozen, then the water gets on top, that freezes? Is it just, what is black ice?
It's just really bad,
really
mate.
Bad
it's
ice.
just real bad ice.
Real bad ice.
Real bad.
But
so
you
nearly
survived.
died. Well, only just.
Right.
Only by a whisker.
Right. Okay, well, we're pleased you're still here.
That's good. But then
good.
Today it made me a bit nervous. When I was dropping Lily at school, there was a lot of snow, there was a lot of ice. And as I got to her school, I mean, of all the days for them to do it, there were 2 traffic wardens stood outside her school patrolling. And I thought, F you.
Yeah.
F you.
What did you do?
Well, I lost my shit.
Did you?
A bit. Not with them, just in the car with Lily. I had Lily in the car and I lost my shit a little bit. So I was like, there's nowhere to park. Because normally we were a little bit late because it was snowy and it was a bit difficult to park and
Normally
stuff.
we were a little bit late.
Oh, we're always
That's
late.
normal, isn't it?
Yeah, that's totally normal.
Yeah.
But because when you're running late, you just sort of pull up anywhere, up on a curb anywhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Take the kid into school, then off you go. But I couldn't today because the traffic wardens were out. So then it got me in a right tiswas and I was having to like turn around and find a place to park and it was all snowy and icy. And I was literally like, in the car going, we're going to be so late. I can't park anywhere. And Lily, bless her in the back, I just heard her go, think positively, mummy.
Oh, God bless us. Oh, my God. She's like that little kid out of that, what is it? Oliver Twist. No. What's the kid out of the Christmas
Matilda?
Carol?
I don't know, but it was so cute. It made me feel really bad. And I was like, you're right.
Okay, love. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I was like, I thought that, so I parked up, right? But I then thought we were going to slip over. I was like, careful. I was like, go steady. And she's like,
Jesus.
I'm fine, Mum. I know I get really paranoid. I think it's one of my irrational fears. It's like ice.
You've got
not
a few
snow,
of them.
ice. Well, this is a bad one.
Boiled sweets is another.
In fact, that's my worst. That is my worst. Yeah, it's really bad. If I'm stressed, right, and if I'm falling asleep, you know when like dark thoughts can cloud your mind sometimes when you're stressed, I think about choking on a boiled sweet or Lily choking on a boiled sweet, and then that's me done. I can't sleep. It's really bad.
Other irrational fears you used to have when you're younger. We're talking about this the other day, actually, me and my sister. Quicksand. Would you remember being terrified of quicksand when you were little? Have you ever come across quicksand? Also,
never.
whirlpools. I used to really worry about whirlpools. I don't know why.
And what was the one? Wasn't there?
Imagine swimming. It's like,
you get sucked down.
and there's just nothing you can do. And you're like, whoa. And then you
And you die.
Must be terrifying.
But have you ever seen one?
No. What? No.
What about, I used to be scared of the Sandman. Do you remember that at school? You used to go in and be like, Sandman, 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 around the toilet or something. You used to think, yeah, wasn't it? Like, you used to go into the toilet and be like, Sandman, Sandman, Sandman. And then the Sandman would appear and apparently get you.
Well, out of the toilet?
Or in the toilets or something, I don't know. But I never saw a Sandman, did you?
I never saw a Sandman, no. But quicksand, I mean, that must be awful. Awful.
I'd hate to die in quicksand. Oh, what was that popping up? An email?
No, I don't know what's going on with this today. Anyway, you're here, you're with us. You haven't slipped over, you haven't choked on a boiled sweet.
Not yet. There's still time.
So we're all good so far.
Hey.
So our sponsors, Dunston Hall Garden Centre, well, they're in the thick of it. aren't they?
This is like their busiest time, isn't it? Yeah. I was stalking them last night actually on Instagram, and obviously their Christmas grotto opened yesterday with Father Christmas. I reckon it was going to be busy. Do you?
Oh, that's going to be busy. Good thing is you don't have to book. You can just kind of turn up and go along. Also, this Sunday is their Christmas market.
Is this the first time they've done the Christmas market?
I'm not too sure. But from what we know of Dunston, it's going to be epic.
Oh, I mean, they don't do things by halves, do they?
They do
go
not.
all in. I'm not here this Sunday, otherwise I would have come along. You're going to go, aren't you?
I'm definitely going to go down, yeah, for sure. Do you know what I have not had? I have not had a mulled wine.
I actually had your mulled wine a few weeks ago. Do you remember I bought you one, but you couldn't come into the place where I was? So I actually had your mulled wine.
Yeah, I've not. It's the 9th of December and I have not had a mulled wine. So I'm hoping Dunston Hall have got mulled wine. I think
sure
they probably
will.
have. And if you want to have a look at what they're up to, have a look on their socials. It's Dunston Hall Garden Centre.
Have you apologised to your husband yet?
No.
We're getting lots of messages about this from people who want to know if you've apologised. People are very invested in this. Very invested. I even had one guy, Adam, who was in A&E with his son for I think it was like 14 hours. But even though he was there for a serious thing, he was still wondering whether you'd apologise to your husband.
I have had a few messages asking if I did the... in fact, it was from Laura, lovely Laura. Hello, Laura, listening at work. She was like, don't do the gravy. Don't tip gravy over yourself. You'll burn yourself. She was like, you do pigs in blankets. I think I might do it. He doesn't know anything about it because he doesn't not listen to this podcast.
No, he's not a fan.
So I think I may do it Saturday evening. And
where will the kids be though?
Out.
They'll have to be out.
Their dads.
You do not want Rosie or Grace coming in. You're naked with pigs in blankets on your tits. No.
Scar you for life. Oh my days. Could you imagine? Well, I have to say, right, I'm scarred for life because when my mum got together with my stepdad, hello Linda, hello Ray.
Oh no, I don't want to hear this about them.
We had to get them to take the headboard off their bed.
No, stop it.
Yeah, scarred for life, yeah. Yeah, I used to walk in the middle of the day, mum would be all flustered. I'd be like, you all right? Oh yeah. Hair all like tangled
rosy
at the back,
cheeks.
Rosy cheeks. I'd be like, what are you up to?
They've been at it, haven't they?
We went on holiday once, me and my stepsister and my stepdad and my mum, and one morning we're at breakfast and the kids were like, did you hear about that couple that got caught hacking in the pool last night? We're like, no. Like, yeah, got caught, they got chucked out of the pool. I was like, all right, guess who it was?
No.
Oh yeah?
It was not Linda and Ray, no.
Mate, it was Linda and Ray.
Mate, I'm not going to be able to eat a baked Alaska in the same way after hearing that. Oh, God. Oh, I can't.
Disgusting. Yes, I'm scarred for bloody life.
God, they were goers though, weren't they?
Goers? They didn't stop.
God, do you think they still...
No, Becky, now stop it.
Well, you're the one who brought up them having sex in a ball, but do you think they still...
No, I don't know.
Do they have the energy? Probably not.
No. Right, what's going on in the world? We've got to talk about Harry and Meghan.
Yes, so we've been talking about them a lot, obviously, this week. But last night we both watched the documentaries. There were 3 episodes, weren't there?
Mm-hmm. Okay, thoughts. Number 1, she's very pretty.
Beautiful.
Takes a great photograph.
I mean, does she take a bad photograph?
Great sense of style. She looks great.
She does look great.
I do like the backstory of her and her growing up. She was obviously very clever, a lovely, lovely person.
And into like helping people, wasn't she? And change and bringing about, positivity. And
I thought that was really interesting.
I found that interesting. And also like from very, very humble beginnings as well. She hasn't had a life of privilege at all.
Yes. I like the fact that one of her friends was like, before she met Harry, her life was brilliant. And I liked that.
She was independent.
She had actually made a really lovely life for herself. She was very happy.
Good career.
Yeah. I hate the way, we've said this, she calls him H.
It so
really
annoying.
Bugs me.
And he calls her M. They're like H, M, M, H, H, M, M, H. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know why it really annoys me.
They're obviously very in love, aren't they? I think that really shone through in the documentary. It was
love at first sight, wasn't it? The way they explain how they met each other, all of that, great.
And they're meant to be together, aren't they?
They're meant to be. They're definitely meant to be. But I don't get it.
We don't get why they've done this documentary because there was no bombshells in it, really. It's kind of the same stuff they've said before. A lot of it was kind of about how they've met and just about what's been going on with them in their home life in the background. But I'm a bit like, why have they turned this into a documentary?
I have absolutely no idea.
And what we also didn't like, and what people are kicking off about on social media today, is when she talks about meeting the Queen for the first time.
Yes.
Now, obviously, anybody would be intimidated meeting the Queen, Her Majesty, for the first time. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
But it was the way she kind of made fun of it a little bit and did that really over-exaggerated sort of bow curtsy thing.
Which is like Americans will understand. It's like the medieval nights, and they have those medieval nights, don't they? She was kind of mocking that. I don't know. Like, there's part of me, I'm like, oh, I know they filmed it before the Queen died, but you know, like it doesn't sit well, does it? It doesn't sit well. The fact she mocked it. Secondly, the Queen's died, and we're a nation of mourning.
Yeah,
and she's just taking the piss a little bit.
It's a bit disrespectful, I think, isn't it? Really.
And the story with her dad's very interesting as well.
Yes.
Very odd.
And she hasn't spoken to him since, like literally a few days before her wedding. But they were so close before. But what I did think, because obviously now they live back in America, don't they? He's in America. Why have they not tried to like build bridges or get in touch? Or because if she was still living in the UK as part of the royal family, I kind of get why she wouldn't be in touch with him because she was worried about things leaking. But why wouldn't she speak to him now? I don't really get it.
I don't get the whole thing.
I do feel like she's trying to mirror Diana. There were so many Diana references in there last night. For anyone who's seen, The Crown or just follows the royals anyway, the curtsy thing and the bowing thing, that was quite similar to Diana. So I feel like she's just trying to copy her a little bit.
Yeah. The next one is...
So we've got messages popping off left, right and centre on our WhatsApp.
The next one, though, is they leave it on a cliffhanger because it's the wedding, isn't it? It's the wedding. And we all want to see behind the scenes of the wedding.
Yes.
So we'll have to wait for that.
Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa are our other lovely sponsors. Now, we are going there too. We've been banging on about this all week.
We need to be there in 17 minutes.
Oh, cripes. So today we've got a meeting, first of all, with them, but then we thought we might nip into the spa. I don't know if I've got time to go into the spa today. I've got a few bits I need to do.
Well, I don't know if I've got time, but we're there. We could lie there for an hour. I've had this cold lurgy thing. Maybe it'd be good to get in the steam room and the sauna.
Have you brought your swimming costume?
No. You've brought yours, right?
Yes, I've brought mine.
Well, I left and I thought I was in a bit of a rush as well, but I thought, if Becky's got hers, I can always nip back and get mine.
Do you know what, though? I've just thought...
We don't need to take anything with us, just our clothes.
But actually, you don't even need to take that because they give you robes and slippers, as you go in. So if we're only going to lie on those lounger things, which are delightful, could just get your robe on, not take that off.
No, but what if I want to go in the steam room?
Well,
I need to.
You can't.
I can just literally pop and get it. It won't take me long. Anyway, we'll film some stuff.
We will. Also, just quickly, they've got 10% off. If you want to buy like a nice gift card or a spa experience, they've got a flash sale, 10% off. So go, 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 go.
Right, mate, yesterday I thought I had Strep A.
Straight in, no lube. Get straight to the point.
Bit of friction.
Well, there's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, about Strep A recently? A lot in children, obviously, but a lot of adults are getting it as well. I think it normally goes around in January, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Is what they're saying. It goes around in January, but I think it's a bit earlier this year because, now why is it? I did read it.
Come on, Dr. Hayes. Can you remember?
Can't remember. There's a reason why it's happening earlier.
Is it because a lot of people have come out and got together?
Could be.
Do you think?
Something like that.
Right. Anyway, so what happened was I've been feeling poorly since Sunday evening and I'm fine. I was like, I feel a little bit COVID-y. I feel a little bit coldy. But yesterday I woke up and my groin really hurt. My left groin really ached and my right gland. Now that's all where your lymph nodes is, isn't it? Where your glands are and they're fighting infections. And I was like, I've got Strep A. That was it. Yeah. So I was like in bed yesterday.
You know how earlier on we were talking about my irrational fears? You get an irrational health thing. Yeah. So with Laura's like twitchy eye or if she has an achy groin, whatever, she's basically dying.
Mate, yesterday I had an achy groin, bad gland, twitchy eye, bad throat. We had meetings. I managed to do everything I needed to do. I got in, I went to bed at 4:30 and I was like, my body is like, go to bed.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to go to bed. Made myself a little curry. Sat in bed with a curry, watched Harry and Meghan. Yeah. But I was worrying about, it was my groin. I was like, why is my left leg really hurting?
Yeah.
Then I saw someone that kind of we know on Instagram. She was like, I've got a Strep A and she's really poorly. I was like, me too.
Oh, yeah. Is this Amy? We should tag her in this. Yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah.
I hope she gets better. I'm sure she will.
She's been really ill,
but
hasn't
she's been really poorly. And I think she's on her own with her daughter, so she's been proper struggling. So get better soon, Amy. God bless your soul. But I kind of watch that and it makes me panic, and I started like Googling stuff. I was like, oh no,
I'm gonna die.
Oh, no.
But you haven't got Strep A, have you?
I feel a lot better today, thankfully, because we're out tonight. But yeah.
Yeah, we've got this Christmas do tonight that's got no bloody heating.
Well, we're just going to go like this. Hats, gloves.
Because obviously we were thinking before, nice Christmas outfits, sparkles, blazers, dresses. I think we go like this. I think we put layers on, we put thermals on, we wear hats.
Bless them. Well, we need to get them up and dancing and get them going.
Moving, yeah.
Get them moving and a grooving.
Get them close together, that body heat going on, you know? Huddle together, guys.
Okay. Well, God, we're going to survive. But anyway, listen, I hope if you've got the lurgy, you're feeling better, because everybody I spoke to yesterday had the lurgy.
So many people are ill at the moment. So yeah, look after yourselves,
Look after yourselves. Right. We need to get going to our meeting, which we should be at.
You need to go and get your cosy.
Are we definitely going in?
I hate calling it a cosy, by the way. Yeah, go get it, and we probably will go in for an hour, won't we?
It seems bad not to.
It would be rude not to, wouldn't it?
It would be rude not to. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Keep warm as well. Bloody hell.
Get those electric blankets on, guys.
It's freezing out there.